Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, welcome back to the Suit Up Fix channel. I'm Lo from sunny California, trying not to have a heart attack as the Warriors take on the Memphis Grizzlies. But with us, as always, we have our entire Suit Up crew minus one. Representing Philly, we got Dobbs, aka Mr. Crockpot. How are you, sir?
Doing well, man. I got myself a giant Chipotle burrito. It's Sunday. I got my drink over here. What's not to love? Life is good.
Cheers, mate. And I'm sure you'll be just as stressed out as I am with your 74,
tomorrow,
77ers, whatever. Down below, representing the middle of our great country, Colorado, we got Ryan at Just Ryan again. What's up, sir? How you doing today?
I'm feeling good. I mean, I'm a little tired today because it's Sunday. You know, I've been kicking ass all week and shit like that. And we're just going to kick even more ass this week with everything going on. And, bro, this is like the time, like, I've always been a CW supporter, and I know that's like one of the topics, but like, I'm very pumped to talk about the CW.
I am also excited to talk about that non-existent slide on my presentation, but we will bring that up.
What happened to the CW?
Bro.
No, I totally forgot about that. But anyways, regardless, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe down below. We are a proud member of the Music City Drive-In Network. Check them out at musiccitydrivein.com. And if you're new to this episode thing we got here, this is the Suit Up Geek Fix Roundup, episode 3. We're just rounding up all the hottest news and topics of the last couple of weeks. Without further ado, let's kick things off. Don't worry, we got a lot of good stuff, and we will talk about the CW in just
I don't believe you anymore. Fuck.
All right, so I wanted to touch on this, man. I'm actually a big fan of this guy. So Justin Lin steps down from the upcoming Fast Saga film Fast X after just 10 days of shooting, which is interesting because not only has he directed two of the best entries in the franchise, literally like in the middle of shooting, he decided, you know what, this is not working. So I'm not sure if he had a tiff with someone from the cast, if it's from the studio. There's almost not enough information right now, and I'm really curious what went wrong here. And I'm also curious who will step in to take his shoes. I'm gonna throw this down to Ryan. What do you think about this, man? It's pretty crazy. Dude,
I mean this in the most caring way possible for Justin Lin, but I think this is fucking hilarious that this happened. I don't want to sound like the insensitive guy, but I don't know if you guys saw the video that came along with this news of Vin Diesel's Instagram. Deebs, literally after we're done with this, go on YouTube, look up Justin Lin on Vin Diesel's story, and picture this 10 minutes after this story had just dropped. And it's Vin Diesel on his phone, like looking like he's got Justin Lin at gunpoint behind the camera, like, tell everyone how excited you are of the new film, how crazy it's gonna be. And he just looks so uncomfortable for the first 10 days, apparently. And I find it even crazier that they say it's creative differences when I'm like, bro, this is not the franchise that they probably like owe people for creative differences. So what the fuck really happened here?
No, seriously, that video is so awkward. Like, Justin Lin does not look happy. Like, and it looks like Vin Diesel is like forcing him to like say hi on the camera or whatever. And it's
like, say good things about the fucking movie, or else I'll kill you.
But yeah, what do you think about this, Dives? And I'll throw you a follow-up question. Who should replace Justin Lin? Who could possibly fill these shoes?
Any John Wick director, for real. That's really frustrating. You know, you touched on how good was it? Which Fast 5 movies? Fast and Furious 6. I think, did he do Fast 5? Yeah, he did
Fast 5. He did Tokyo Drift, and he did the 4th one.
Yeah, this is really sad. It's a franchise that's really beloved. It's one of my favorites, even though like it's brainless, but it's so much fun. I love this franchise to death. Fast 9 was the most recent one. Yeah, Fast 9 was terrible, but I enjoyed it. And Justin Lin is a huge part of this entire franchise, top to bottom. And this is a very sad day to be talking about this. The truth of the matter is, though, like, since Brian's loss, you know, since Hobbs hasn't been part of this franchise, the franchise hasn't been able to find a footing whatsoever. And now they lose the heart and soul of the franchise. where is this going? And Vin Diesel is probably shitting his pants right now because I don't have an answer for that. I don't know if anybody has an answer for that. But you saw how much money, this movie is losing like every single day. It's just really sad.
Yeah, a lot of people were pointing towards F. Gary Gray, who I actually like as a director, but he did Fate of the Furious, which wasn't my favorite of the series by any measure. What do you think, Rye? Who do you think should step in here?
I've got no clue, but we're finding out who soon. One of two things is going to happen. Within the next week, we're finding out a director or if this movie's getting pushed back, because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to come out next summer.
That was a target date.
That's a target date, and they want to keep it that right now. But this movie is costing them around $1 million a day to keep in production without a director. So I don't see many outcomes happening, but I can definitely think we're gonna get like a definitive answer of what's gonna happen with this movie next year. If it's gonna be pushed back another year as they shut down production while they do a little bit more time finding a director, because like you said, Justin Lin was. He was really what helped cement Fast and the Furious as like what people have its best memories known as. I wouldn't say like some of the crazier shit they're known for, like in Fate of the Furious with F. Gary Gray. Fast 9 was fucking absurdity in a bottle. Holy shit!
They went to space.
I can't even tell
They
you
did it.
who could pick this up. Like, it just feels like, bro, James fucking Wan of all people directed one of them.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like this is a very sporadic franchise that can have people that, I guess if Vin Diesel has a nice coffee talk with them, he's like, hey, you're the director. For some reason, every time I picture Vin Diesel at a meeting, I picture like that Rocky Balboa, like, hi, I'm Sylvester Stallone. Or like someone doing that really stupid voice of him mimicking. I think it's fucking hilarious because that's exactly what Vin Diesel probably does. But yeah, honestly, I can see a vast amount of people. Though I would say, Deebs, you said one of the John Wick people. David Leitch just is coming out with a new movie called Bullet Train. I don't know if you've seen or heard that yet. It's got Brad Pitt, but they have to start promoting it soon, and I know they're going to do a press tour assumptuously, so that I don't think he has enough time to start doing this movie right away. Unless they cut a contract with him until after the fact.
I like
that. Probably
that
would, but if that happens, they'd probably have to push the film, which I don't know if they really want to do.
Let's be honest. Like, what are these movies now? We're like, we went from a movie about cars to a heist genre to now we're essentially in like a disaster genre. Like might as well just bring in Roland Emmerich and just finish the fucking thing.
Hey, before we move on, I have one name. It'll never happen. It'll never happen in a million years, but hear me out. Guys, what if they roped him in with some money and they said, hey, help us. We need your help, Jon Favreau.
I don't know what a Jon Favreau Fast and the Furious movie would look like, and honest to God.
Hey, man, he knows how to handle action, man. He did Iron Man well, and I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seems like Fast and the Furious is going more bright, especially with this poster. Each film seems I've been getting more brighter just visually, whether it's in the cars, whatever fucking exhaust is coming out. You know what I mean? Everything is more colorful than I'd say it was in like 4 and 5. I would say 6 and on is when like Dubai, I know it's like the typical gray, not grayish, orangish color, but like it was a very stylized segment is what I'm trying to say, that it sticks out in that way when they go into.
So are you saying Favreau doesn't have enough style?
Yeah,
because he can handle star power. He's been.
It's style. I don't know if he has the style that they're trying to go for now. Maybe if this is like Fast 3, 4. I'll say Fast 3. Tokyo Drift is pretty stylish, but that's because it's Justin Lin. And that was
Justin Lin definitely had some flair.
So compared to the first real 3 ones, other than Tokyo Drift, they don't really have too much style other than the overexposure in the second one for most of the movie.
Well, why not just go like all in? Just go all in, give the man all the money. We know this guy can direct comedies. We know this guy has highly stylized films. He can direct action sequences in Baby Driver. Edgar Wright, just go all in.
He would never.
I know.
I would love to see it though. I honestly would love to see it, and then we get like a fucking Simon Pegg cameo or something, and like driving like a Jaguar.
You know what really scares me about Fast X? It has nothing to do with the director. It's more so the cast. They've announced Cypher's coming back already, but they have not said anything about John Cena's character, which scares me because I think they're both awful characters, but at least I'd rather see John Cena than Charlize Theron. But Charlie, bro, I can't believe they're bringing Cypher back, bro. They gotta cool it with her. She's not a good villain.
This is one of those franchises where I wish they just cut it. Like just kill it. But just I'm not saying like
blow everything up.
I like inject all of the action, brainless adventure films into all my veins. Make prequels. Like just start making John Cena prequels. Like I don't care, but like keep it rolling. But this story arc is dead.
No, yeah, they're literally just beating a dead cat with this Fast X.
So I got to keep this moving, but I think you have a little bit of foresight, okay? Because the next story here is something that actually excited me. Blake Lively is set to make her directorial debut based on Brian O'Malley's graphic novel Seconds with a script by Edgar Wright. And if you guys don't know who Brian O'Malley is, he actually wrote the original Scott Pilgrim vs. the World graphic novels as well. So that's the kind of quirky kind of like style we're going for here. I don't know about Blake Lively as a filmmaker, but I won't judge her until it comes out. I mean, Olivia Wilde, she's someone that I wasn't sure if she could direct films, and then she's showing off that she could. What do you guys think about this? Dibes, you brought up Edgar Wright. This is his new project coming up.
Yeah, I'm instantly interested. Is this an animated film?
I believe it's going to be live action.
Yes,
live action.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Edgar Wright, everything he touches is terrific. I don't care.
Hey, hold up real quick. I want to say what's up to Tyler real quick. And one of our dear guys of ours on the stream. How you doing, Tyler? He says Vin Diesel has to direct this for the family.
Yeah, he's literally got to step behind the wheel of the film.
Good God, that'll burn so fast if he does that.
I can't wait for the tagline.
I'm sorry, Dubs. Hey, go ahead with your thoughts there.
I don't have much to add other than, throw in Ryan Reynolds. Let's go. It seems interesting.
What do you think, Ryan?
No, yeah, I mean, he's a producer. I mean, he's got a lot of say in what happens, and creatively, he's the one who approves and doesn't approve of things. But like, honestly, it's really just like Blake Lively that's holding me back. Not because I don't have faith in her, it's because I don't know what she can do creatively as a filmmaker in that perspective. I don't think she's the best actress in the world, but that doesn't mean she doesn't understand the art form. She might understand it in a different way. And I think that actually applies for Olivia Wilde too. I think Olivia Wilde's a better actress, but I think she's a much better director and creative as she is as an actress. So I guess I just need to know more info on the story itself. I mean, it kind of helps that the creator Scott Pilgrim is the original adaptation for this project as well. So that kind of gives me credits because like over the years, Scott Pilgrim's become like a great film, and Edgar Wright's a fucking fantastic filmmaker, but he's not like directly in. But you guys get my point on that.
You know what I like? My first thought of this goes to Bryce Dallas Howard, who was attached to The Mandalorian, who got her directorial debut with some episodes there. Kind of struggled at first, but then really found her footing over and over. And you, instead of Edgar Wright, you kind of had Jon Favreau attached to that project. Maybe we could see Blake Lively do kind of the same kind of ilk here, where she, with the help of Edgar Wright, she really starts to kind of find herself as a director. I don't know.
No, yeah.
And honestly, there's a lot of cases like that. Like, for example, Sofia Coppola was garbage in The Godfather Part 3, but she became a really strong filmmaker. So you never know. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
And that being said, let's truck on to some more interesting Cape news. Bad Bunny, recording superstar, has been tapped to star in Sony's upcoming Marvel film El Muerto. And look, guys, I'm not hating on the actor. I'm not hating on the
He's not an
backstory. Having
actor. It's
a
fine.
film, a superhero led by a Latin actor, that's awesome. But Sony, what is happening here? We have this whole universe revolving around Spider-Man, but it doesn't have Spider-Man in it. And in my opinion, it's been hit and miss. Some people think it's okay. Some people think it's not doing okay. I don't know what Sony's doing right. Break this down for me. What is Sony thinking right now?
Sony is thinking that their universe is a massive success because people love the dumb, funny adventure of the Venom movies. They have a hard time differentiating between loving the Venom movies and everything else. Because, bro, I'm pretty sure Morbius hasn't even made like 160 plus million.
Tyler, don't miss, man.
Like that's absurd, bro. And I don't know if you guys have heard this. El Muerto is only in 2 comic book.
Yeah.
Right. Like what?
Yeah.
They're like how I just want to go to a Sony exec and be like, out of every character in your fucking catalog, you came across the one that is.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I haven't even seen Morbius because I didn't want to waste my free movie ticket on it. Like, Dibes, how are your feelings on this? What do you think Sony is even trying to do here?
Honestly, I didn't even know about this project until you sent me. Like, oh yeah, we're talking about this. I had no idea. By the way, like, I'm all for diversity. I'm all for diversity with superhero films. 100%. They probably saw the success of Peacemaker and be like, oh, we've got this like random ass superhero. Let's see what we can do with this thing. But like, I have no idea who El Muerto is, and I'm a Spider-Man truther. Like, I googled this guy, and he didn't even have a freaking wiki page. And then the DC character of the same superhero has a wiki page.
Deebs, that's why they did it, bro. If no one knows the character, then
Nobody
can prejudge how bad this movie's gonna be because they don't know the source material.
Like, if you want diversity, like, do a live action Miles Morales project. Do a Silk. Like, Silk is just waiting there with open arms. Silk is this like female Korean superhero that deserves her time on the big screen or small screen. What are we doing here with Bad Bunny and this thing? Like, I know this movie is going to blow up in South America. And you know what's funny about all this is my buddy is from Puerto Rico, and I don't listen to new music. I listen to all their old shit. And it turns out he lived across the street from my buddy in Puerto Rico, and he knows Bad Bunny. I'm like, can you get me an interview? He's like, dude, he's a megastar. And I'm like, what? I have no. So this is not for me. It has a demographic. It's going to kill in South America and the Latino communities. That's amazing. I'm so happy for it. But what the hell is Sony doing here? I don't know.
I'm just waiting.
A fact check for this, Mirai.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny's in Bullet Train, isn't he?
Yeah. That's his first role, I'm pretty sure too.
Okay, so I heard he's not bad, but still, it's like.
Well, like, I don't know, like how diverse of an actor you can be as assassin trying to kill Brad Pitt. I'm pretty sure he dies pretty early on. It looks like that way from the trailer. I'm pretty sure it's the first guy that attacks him in the trailer. If you've watched it, Loretto, with the suitcase shit he's doing behind the head.
Well, I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was. No offense to the guy.
No, like, I mean, cool for him, but like, I'm just fully expecting Bad Bunny to tweet out how he can't wait to fight Spider-Man like Jared Leto has been doing, because it's never gonna fucking happen. I honestly, I don't know who this movie is for.
Look at this.
Can't be for the shareholders.
So Tyler's telling us El Muerto also was in the WWE. There it is.
Yeah. Get out of here. I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch
Was he
WWE.
really?
Like, that's actually like that was like a thought of mine. Like, why wouldn't you pick a WWE actor for this role? You know what I mean? Like, but Bad Bunny.
Bro, choose John Cena.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. Or Rey Mysterio. Like, that makes way more sense here, I guess. But like, Madame Web, I have zero interest in these movies. Absolutely zero. I've never seen Morbius. I don't want to. I'm not going to.
Are you
Like,
gonna watch Kraven the Hunter?
no, because I'm just gonna get really angry. Because I've been dying for a Craven movie my entire life.
Oh,
And they're
gonna ruin it.
It's one of those movies where I will probably refuse to see until like I hear what you guys say about it. Because that's just like BBS. Like that's a movie that will trigger me, and I'll go 0 to 10 and like fucking nothing. Because Craven is amazing, and I just have zero trust in Sony. Sorry, Amanda.
Remind me, what was that awful name they tried to create? It was like the Sony Marvel Cinematic Expanded Universe.
It was Sony. It was SPUMC. That was the acronym. I don't exactly remember what the saying was, but it was Spunk. I only remember that because it was so fucking stupid sounding. Like, yeah, can you imagine? Oh man, I can't wait for the new Spunk movie. What the fuck, bro?
Man.
Like
Spumps or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what Sony's doing, but you know what?
I'm telling
if
you,
this
like,
film hit for some reason, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I was just about to say this, Loretto. Like, we're making fun of this now. As trash as the entire Sony like thing is, watch this be like their best film. Just watch it. It's gonna happen.
I was also about to say,
I'm
like, they might be bad, but they're not like Dark Universe bad, where they made one movie and it was just so bad that they just stopped the universe after that. Like,
hey, so Tyler says it was a Sony Pictures universe of Marvel.
That's right, Spunk. Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. That's such a
Thank
dumb
you, Tyler.
name.
Oh my god! Look, you know what? More power to this if it for some reason has a Deadpool thing and it just takes off. But you know what? I don't know.
I have no clue.
We'll see who directs it first, right?
It's gonna be our first Spanish-speaking superhero, which I'm really excited for.
No, Blue Beetle.
When's that come out?
That comes out 2023.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna be it. Yeah,
That comes out
Yeah, and
August.
it's starring
I'm pretty sure.
Sholo from Cobra Kai.
Zolo, yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I can't, and I think it's HBO Max. I could be wrong, right?
All right, y'all. Oh shit, my bad. How'd I go back?
Oh my God, Loretto.
Way to ruin
I
it.
This is why we never let you host, bro.
I'm
This
multitasking.
is why we tell you no before every show. Loretto just asks, she's like, "Can I host?" We're like, no, bro. Stop.
Jesus Christ.
You and your technical fucking difficulties.
All right. So for the 10 people that have been anxiously waiting this movie,
Awesome.
we finally got first looks and stills of James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of Water. I'll be honest, guys. I saw Avatar in 2009 like 3 times in theaters because the 3D was just amazing. Like that was the only time where they filmed with 3D cameras and it really showed in the theater and it was an amazing experience. But other than that, though, I mean, the story was definitely Dances with Wolves. It was definitely Dances with Smurfs, as South Park would like to say. What's your excitement for this, Rye? Did you like Avatar, or could you care less about this?
All right. Dude, I loved the first Avatar when it came out for the same reason, because it was like this big, massive IMAX 3D event. I would say Avatar is the first movie to create the big cinematic IMAX event for a film. Like, I think from now on, this is the moment that I started to do every single film in IMAX that was available or filmed for IMAX, because it felt like everything kind of needed to be seen that way. And it wasn't until later in my life that I understood that's not how it really works, but that doesn't matter. Over the years, I enjoy it. I don't think it's this overall masterpiece from James Cameron, but I think on a visual and technical level, it is a masterpiece. I still think it holds up amazingly well to this day. And I think that was my main drive for watching this in the 3 other sequels, which is insane, is I just want to see, story-wise, I'm not that invested. The characters were good in the first one, but like I could care less if they decided to go on with them, but they're going on with them. But I want to see what type of visual and technical enhancements Cameron can show us, because that's what he's known for. He's done it with Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Titanic, Avatar, oh my God, what is the one with the slime water monster?
The Abyss.
The Abyss. Like, most of his films always have this great visual effects
And don't
step
forget
up.
aliens.
Alien and Aliens. I'd give both of them for practical. Like every one of his films is just iconic for VFX and all that. So I'm really curious to see like how he brings this, what seems to be a more wateristic kind of movie where we're gonna stay in whatever you see in this photo. I feel like this and in the ocean is really what we're gonna be going with. I don't feel like we're gonna be driving or riding those big dragons you saw in the first one in the hovertating lands. I think this is going to be a very water-based one. And I think that's why it took so long to film on top of the VFX. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Cameron has up his sleeve with this movie.
I think considering it's been like over a decade, I would really like to see that next level of visual storytelling that's what we're expecting, right? So
I think we're getting it. That's why.
So, Dibes, what is your experience with the first Avatar? Are you excited for this, or could you just care less?
11 out of 10 excitement, man. I absolutely love the first Avatar. I know it's simplistic. I know it's a copy and paste of many other stories that have come before it. But for me, like, there's not enough movies like this. Like, it's just like a popcorn flick on steroids. It's just so much fun to watch from a visual standpoint, cinematography, film score standpoint. Everything is 11 out of 10. It's unbelievable. It's so much fun. And I get people complaining about how like the plot isn't rich. It's got some boring characters. I don't care. Like, this is escapism at its best. And I'm really excited for the second one. I don't know about you, Lo, but when I first saw the Way of the Water reveal, you told me to look at this today. Like, what do you think? The first thing I thought about here it's pretty much a no-brainer. We have Avatar 2, the Way of the Water. Avatar 3 is going to be the end of Earth. Avatar 4 will be the Fury of Fire, and Avatar 5 will be the Allies of Air. And it's going to be essentially the last Airbender in Avatar 6, where long ago, 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. And it's going to be
I'm going to riot. Like,
Fire Nation. Let's go.
How dare they try to cross over that shit? But yeah, no, seriously though, like the first time I saw Sam Worthington floating in that space station, the mech soldiers, just walking through the forest, and it's like bioluminescent. It's almost like a freaking like a rave jungle. Like, it's just I loved everything about the visual sensibilities of Avatar, despite like we've seen this story before. The natives get booted from their land because the greedy people want to take something from the ground or whatever it is. Unobtainium. It's unobtainable.
It's really good world building too, I want to say. I think Cameron, that's where really Cameron gets it right.
And I'm glad you brought up James Horner, Dibes. James Horner's score. Mwah.
Is he coming back?
I believe so, yes.
That's amazing.
Ryan's in the house. He said, in regards to this, to quote another James Cameron movie, it's been 84 years. It'll probably be 84 when we get the last Avatar film.
Here's a fun part. This is how long it's been since Avatar. Avatar was the first movie Nicole and I went on a date to see. That's how fucking long we've been together, and that's a long time.
Jeeves, you want to know how long it's been? I can put a better version of this in perspective for you. So I don't talk about my age that much, but I was 9 when the came out. I'm gonna be 2 months from turning 23 when this comes out. That's fucking insane, bro. That blows my mind whenever I think about that. Like, holy shit.
And it also begs to differ, right? Like the anticipation for this to drop. Like, what if it sucks?
Years.
Like, no, like what if it sucks? Like, you know what I mean? He spent all this time, and like, what if we don't like it? Like,
has James Cameron had a bomb?
No, I mean, it'll probably be good.
I mean, The Abyss was technically a bomb, I think.
Yeah, but I think people weren't ready for that one.
But I think people are going to come back to this movie just out of pure curiosity. I mean, there's so much coming into this movie. It's a sequel to a film made 14 years by the time it comes out. Almost a decade and a half later. And like kids are adults now. Like the world's a much different place. I think media and film has turned into a much different hemisphere than when this first film originally debuted. And I think Cameron's gonna have a tougher and more critical audience.
Yeah.
But I think if he sticks to what he's known for, and that's really bringing the visuals up another notch to another level, like I can tell you right now, like I can't imagine what the fuck he's gonna do to make it look better than the first Avatar. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he always finds a way to do it. And I think that's the pure curiosity when it comes to James Cameron. On top of name alone, James Cameron, they're going to go see his movie. And I feel this is going to be another big Christmas event. I can feel it. And Disney's going to have at least $2 billion movies on their hand this year between this and Doctor Strange. Like,
definitely.
I find that
and
insane.
I think it's been long enough. There's probably gonna be like a lot of people that don't even remember or have seen the first one, and they might just
there's
watch
people
it like
there's
this.
people that are almost about to be teenagers that were born before this movie, after this movie came out. Like, that's insane
exactly.
to me.
Yeah, like, there's some people that just will literally love this movie for what this movie is. They won't even know about the first one.
Exactly.
There's no comparison for this movie too. Like the
there's
Meg.
not.
You ever see the Meg? I love the Meg. Like the giant sharks like swimming around. Like
They're making a
that's
sequel to
fun.
that too.
I'm so excited. The Meg is so underrated.
Meg's fun.
Before we move on, Tyler says if it sucks, they already filmed the third one. That's another reason why it's been so long. So we'll see what happens. All right, with the last bit of our main discussion here. John Watts, the director of the latest trilogy of Spider-Man films, has exited the upcoming MCU Fantastic Four film. And some people are celebrating this. Some people think, oh my God, No Way Home was amazing. I'm so sad. But at the same time, you know, this is a lot of work for one person to just keep on, you know, I think the Russo brothers and anyone that's ever worked on any of the MCU projects, I think it does kind of wear on you after years and years of developing and planning, and it's a lot of work. So I'm kind of curious, who do you guys think should take on this next, and how do you feel about John Watts exiting the way he has? Dibes, take it away, man.
I'm really happy you had that take because I'm in the same boat, man. Like, you think about it, like 3 Spider-Man movies in 6 years. As much as it sucks as a Marvel fan, like, you can't blame him for wanting to kind of take a break from the genre. I think he's already been confirmed he's coming back for Spider-Man. But the dude has been absolutely killing it. Like, No Way Home was hands down my favorite Marvel MCU movie ever. And you got to think with something like a precious project like Fantastic Four, the pressure to crush that has to be through the roof for branding, for toy sales. Like, there's so much on the line for that. So for me, it's I think this is for the best. And as great as a job I think he would do, like it for me, like, I've been wanting Doctor Doom, a good version of Doctor Doom on the big screen forever. And we were this close to getting that because I think John Watts would have absolutely crushed that if he was in it or not. But for me, I'm glad he's taking care of himself, and he deserves it. He deserves everything he wants because No Way Home was a monumental film. But like, as a Fantastic Four fan, like, this movie's just cursed. This franchise is absolutely cursed.
I think there's a lot of suitable and capable filmmakers and storytellers that could possibly line up for this. So honestly, as much as I really like what John Watts did with his Home Spider trilogy, I'm really curious to get a fresh voice here and someone new. I'm excited for that prospect. What about you, Ryan, man? How do you feel about John Watts leaving, and who do you think could possibly replace him? Do you have any concept or possible suitors for you?
Honestly, I'm glad that John Watts left. I say that it was a win-win for him because I'm under the assumption that he is going to come back for 4. I've been seeing a few things somewhere that they have him, Holland, and Zendaya apparently signed on to come back for the fourth one. So assuming that's the case, I think it's good that he's not going straight into this, because I'd assume it'd be right after this. And creatively, it would have been a hassle as a creator to go from 3 Spider-Man films to a Fantastic Four film to another Spider-Man film. That's 5 films within the time span of almost, that's going to be 13 years by the point that comes up. But creatively, someone probably doesn't want to be there that's as new as John Watts. John Watts is a pretty fresh filmmaker. He doesn't have too much outside of Spider-Man under his belt. And as a creative, I could imagine that's hard. But I don't think he wants to give up the superhero genre, because in the article they were saying how him and Marvel didn't end on bad terms, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to make the assumption he's coming back for Spider-Man 4, because maybe it's a little bit farther down the line in production start than maybe Fantastic Four might be. But that's just my opinion. And another thing, like, I can't imagine who's going to direct this, because there is so much pressure, and it is Kirsteebs. It's unfortunate, but like, it's in the right studio hands, and it's still cursed. Like, this project's going to have a lot of pressure on anybody.
It's like this and Uncharted. It's like this and Uncharted have been like just tossed around, belittled, made fun of for like 10 years, it feels like.
Yeah, but at least Uncharted actually came out and made fucking money on like the last Fantastic Four films.
Yeah.
Like, that's the unfortunate part. At least it came out. It was a fun movie at best. Turn your mind off, whatever, enjoy it. But like the last 3 Fantastic Four films, I'll say it, the first 2 are pretty guilty pleasures. They're pretty much the mantra of the early 2000s. There's nothing wrong with that. It's, if you know what you're going in for and you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But like that 2015 one, no bueno. There's a reason why no one talks about that.
So, you know what's fun about the machine? I mean, people want to talk about Disney having the monopoly, whatever. But what's really interesting about the machine they've developed, especially for the Disney Plus platform, there is like a plethora of up and coming storytellers that are just lining up for all these series and side projects. And look, hear me out, guys. Here's a guy that has already worked with a family within the MCU. He understands the family dynamic. This is a guy that also worked on Game of Thrones. What if we throw Matt Shackman's name in this mix here? He did WandaVision. I just finished rewatching it, and I'm actually amazed how much fun I had rewatching WandaVision. We're going to talk about that in a couple days, prepping for Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. But I think someone like that would be interesting. Maybe someone from the Mandalorian series, like Bryce Dallas Howard, Deborah Chow. A lot of the internet chatter has been leaning that way as well. I think there's a lot of options here for Marvel, and I'm excited for that.
No, yeah.
I just saying, like, I think Bryce Dallas Howard deserves her stint in Star Wars. Sorry, Marvel. Keep her in Star Wars.
She should have gotten a movie before Patty Jenkins, TBH. But that doesn't matter because that shit's on the back burner anyway. So fuck it. so fuck it.
Keep her in Star Wars. Sorry.
Hey, but Dives, you're pretty good at calling your shot, man. You got anybody that you think could do this?
No, I'm not good at that at all. I don't know anything.
Within the film or the show, you're more so better with that.
Yeah. All right. So director for Fantastic Four. Why not go like John Turtletub or something? Like, just make it fun and that's it. He
did a National Treasure, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it. David Leitch, bro. I'll say it. Fucking balls to the wall. I feel like he has very dynamic filmmaking that could work really well with some of the powers. Like Mr. Fantastic, like elongating, watching like a super fast-paced, rapid cut version of that, of feeling the intense of the body being strung out. I feel like it could work. And he's good with fast-paced action and CGI because he did Deadpool too. So he's good with an ensemble, and this is less characters than that. So I feel like he could work with 4 to 5 characters and really make it work.
I will say Colossus and Deadpool had an epic bromance.
Yeah.
I will say, like, when I think of like Fantastic Four, I think of like just a lighthearted, fun adventure story that's about family. And I have to think whoever is the director of Miss Marvel, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but they might have it in for this project, because I think they're going to share a lot of the same kind of light. It's going to be just light, fun, and just kind of make you smile. So
we
I think
we've come full circle from our first story here. Tyler
Oh
said
my
Justin
God.
Lin goes from Fast Family to Marvel's First Family.
No, honestly, I like Justin Lin's 3 movies, but I don't think he's an amazing filmmaker. I think like a lot of the stuff we loved from those Fast movies is probably from Vin Diesel from a creative standpoint when it comes to that stuff. But hey, I'm not trying to bring Justin Lin down, because I'm sorry, Fast 9, but you will forever be remembered as the third child that no one wanted.
Why not you just like follow suit with like every single other superhero film? And the pattern, the trend is like hiring some sort of horror film director and attaching them to this superhero genre. Like James Wan, let's go. Why not?
See, I think James Wan is done because of Aquaman. I
forgot about that. Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to go into like a whole little thing real quick. So apparently they canceled the Wonder Twins movie for HBO Max, and so apparently Discovery is starting to wipe all the DC slated stuff that hasn't started production yet or isn't finished. Yada yada yada. So apparently, I think what's going to happen is he's going to finish up with Aquaman 2, especially everything with Amber Heard. I'm sure he's done with hearing about everything. I think he's going to take a step back from massive franchises, because his last movie that wasn't a massive franchise was a massive success. I think everyone loved it. I liked it. Everyone loved it, though. That doesn't matter. But like between Fast 7 and the 2 Aquaman movies, it's just like, I don't blame it.
I got it. Ready? I'm going to call my shot here. I'm going to go with that pattern. I'm going to go Matt Bettinelli Open here as director for Fantastic Four. He did Ready or Not. He did VHS, and he did the new Scream film. So I'm going to keep
you're talking about radio. So
I like it. I thought they were a duo.
Yeah, they're a duo. Radio.
Oh, I didn't even know
they're a duo. Yeah, they're a duo.
All right, deal. That's
I like
where I'm
it.
going.
No, I like it. They're good with action. They're good with ensembles. I mean, Scream and Ready or Not had a really big and good cast.
Yeah, but they're not very. That's the thing that scares me, is that's good, but like Scream might be a popular franchise, but like it's not VFX heavy. That's the only thing that scares me. I don't like VFX is a totally different ball game, bro. That's the scary part about bringing the smaller people over. I mean, the Daniels. Wait, was it the Daniels or was it the writer of Everything Everywhere All at Once that was X to write Loki? I think it was. It was either write or direct Loki, and they denied it, which I find fucking insane. So, yeah, we need more people like smaller creators like that. Good on you guys.
So, I don't know how much more we can ramble about that. I mean, that kind of ends our main discussion here. I got 2 things here before we close out the show. One, I'm sorry this happened to Johnny Depp. It's been all over the timeline. I don't want to say too much about it, but I just hope that all works out for him. I don't watch CW, but I will just say that I'm not surprised with whatever they're doing with all their superhero shows. They're going the way of the dinosaur. Rye, I know you got a little bit to say about it. Sound off, brother. What is happening with the CW, and what is it seems like it's falling apart.
I don't know, but it's about fucking time that they start looking at the CW shows and start saying, God damn, we're not producing good shit. Because Batwoman, I'm sorry for the creatives behind it. Javicia Leslie and all the actors. You guys were good actors and actresses. But unfortunately, the show just was not good. It was not well produced. And I don't think the writing was that well. Legends, that also got canceled, which had a good start for the first few seasons and then kind of just went fucking balls to the wall, just like every CW show. But dude, it's crazy now. It's The Flash and Superman and Lois and Stargirl. Stargirl's barely a fucking Arrowverse show, but Superman and Lois and The Flash are the only Arrowverse shows now. And they've got the new Gotham Knight show, which I think is going to fucking suck. But that's just me. But it's about time that they start canceling these things, because DC has always had a thing where if they've used a certain character in a film or a TV show, they wouldn't use it in the opposite. So now I think they're finally starting to realize that the audience is fucking smart enough to realize when two different actors play two separate versions of a character and are taking out all the bad things and possibly putting good things in. That's all I hope on the CW shtick.
What about you, Dives? Do you have any opinions on the infamous trial or the CW?
No, I don't. I haven't watched a single second or read about anything or taken any kind of moment out of my life to read about the Johnny Depp thing. That's not my life. That's their life. It's an embarrassment that is public. I hate all of it. That's dumb. I hate that whole concept of having it publicly available for everyone. That's just.
I agree.
That's just me.
It's so weird.
For CW, yeah, I was a big fan of Arrow when it first released. Like the first 2 seasons were terrific. Flash started terrific. Superman and Lois is terrific, but I just lost. Like there's just so much. It's just like they throw it so much at you that I'd lost interest. I think because of that. Yeah, it really means nothing to me that they're getting rid of it because nothing changes. I haven't watched any of it in a long years.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I did really like the whole thing with like Arrow versus Deathstroke. I really did like, Arrow versus the Demon's Head. Like there were some amazing confrontations and battles and stuff in that show. But that's just the reality of these shows. Like many of these pilots, like when they present these concepts for shows, like it's like pretty much a 1, 2, or 3 season ordeal. And then after that, they just kind of throw shit on the wall and hope it sticks.
Like,
what is
guys,
that?
I didn't know the Flash had a lightsaber. Ryan, what is happening here? You're
Dude,
the Flash
I remember
expert.
watching this episode and it's fucking hilarious. Literally,
what is happening here?
So the guy in white's Godspeed, and then you got the Flash and the Reverse Flash, 2 arch enemies, and they just ran, bro. They're just like, you know what? We got this magical power all of a sudden. Like, they don't have magical powers, by the way. They just they just felt like they got this power, and they're like, fuck it, let's just turn this into a sword. There's no reason why they turned it into a sword, but Godspeed stopped. He pulled out his hands like this, and it turned into a lightsaber sword. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then these 2 stop, and then they both do it, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then, bro, I shit you not, they actually start fighting with these lightsabers as if
I've never seen this.
Bro, literally watch up a clip on YouTube. You'll never stop laughing. It's absolute cringe.
That's the CW in a nutshell for me. It's just what the fuck. But guys, I think this was awesome. I'm so happy we got to talk about all this great news, and we have a crazy week in store. If you guys don't know, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is dropping this week. Some people are seeing it Tuesday, Wednesday. Some people are seeing it Thursday. Myself, I'm seeing it Thursday. We got a lot of stuff in store. Ryan, tell people where they can find you and break down our upcoming schedule, man.
Bro, y'all can find me at Just Ryan again, or Bat Nipples on Twitter, just doing the shtig dig. We got Marvel Week incoming, bro. Oh, dude, I can't wait for this. I love when Marvel drops their finales the same week as a new movie, because I feel like that's a double treat from them, because Moon Knight finale this week on Wednesday, same time as usual, 7 p.m. or 8. No, sorry, I put it for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, watch that. And on Tuesday, we have got our Doctor Strange 1 2016 Scott Derrickson in review. Also, we're going to be discussing what we could be seeing going forward from that first movie into Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, which I am seeing Thursday as well. And we are doing a review Friday. Deebs, are you in that review? Because you still didn't
I
tell
am.
us what times. Okay.
I am.
You didn't tell us what time you got the ticket for. So it's going to be the 4 of us plus special guest doing a spoiler review Friday night. Dude, it's going to be a great episode. Dude, the movie's going to be fucking batshit insane. I can't even say I don't think I've been this excited for a movie in a while. Between this, the Batman, and Spider-Man No Way Home recently, and hell, even Moon Knight on the small screen, it's just been boom, 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 one after another. And guys, we're going to get all the feels this week. Multiverse of Madness. So many things that are probably going to come out of that I can't even imagine right now. And we've got the hopefully emotional and impactful season or series finale on Moon Knight on Wednesday. So guys, like, comment, and subscribe down below for more content. And always stay tuned and informed with us on YouTube, on Twitter, and on our Instagram at the Shoot Up Geeks podcast.
Well said,
and
my
without
friend.
that said,
you can follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd at Marcellus Durden. You can follow Dibes on Twitter at Mr. Crockpot. I am losing my mind right now because my dubs are up. We got 9 minutes to go. Let's go. Dibes, are you guys winning tomorrow? Seriously. From your
Probably
heart.
not. Probably. Well, you never know. Joel Embiid's out until game 3. Just when last week it was Sixers playoffs and the NFL draft, Marvel has to be motherfuckers and say, oh no, the NFL draft is done, but now we're going to up everything 11 out of 10 with Moon Knight finale and Doctor Strange. So I do have my tickets for Thursday. Really excited about that. I don't know how I'm going to balance the playoffs and Moon Knight and Doctor Strange. Hopefully my heart doesn't burst, but I'm here for it.
All
it's
right,
okay,
guys,
Deebs.
so-
We got the karate chops.
All right, guys. So look, please, if you enjoyed the channel, or if you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe down below. Like Ryan said, we are part of the Music City Drive-In Network, musiccitydrive-in.com. Follow us on Twitter at the Suit Up Geeks. For Dibes, for Ryan and myself, we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Suit Up Geek Fix Roundup. Peace out.
Peace.